my water. Yeah, it's pretty bad for Smirlock Paladin. Nah, Alex is too good. That's stupid. Cut Fireball.
Jane versus Maiev.
None can escape my fury. You asked
We're
for it.
board control deck now, not a burn deck, because we have no Fireball, and we also have no Pyroblast. So we use up freezes to set up mind control tech swings. And if they send threats at us one at a time to play around mind control tech, we could potentially dirty red out things to make them play into it. Or we just answer the threats one at a time because they're only playing them one at a time, so we just kill them. This is the logic. Might not work, but we'll give it a shot.
Job's done. The Brotherhood shall prevail.
Okay. Sometimes we get lucky.
I ain't talking. I got the best deals anywhere. Engaging TC-130 into dislocate.
Sometimes you get the worst. Can't even charge it.
Amazing.
I think we're dead. Plan failed. It was it's a cute try. But we're dead. We're dead. 10-10 on turn 4 is too good.
You win this time. Amazing.
I think we might want to actually play Polymorph if we're going to verse rogues. There's a decent number of rogues. We have a Meteor. Meteor is better than Polymorph most of the time. But like, since I'm going for like the removal strategy, like I think Polymorph might be better. Swap Berry for Counterspell? No. You don't want to have Counterspell in this kind of deck. That's a tempo-oriented secret, and we're trying to play for a value game where we exhaust our opponent's resources, and then in the matchups against where we can't do that, like against Jade Druid, we win by killing them with their own giant Jade by freezing their board and mind control teching a giant Jade. So,
Versus Raw.
against aggro decks, we outlast them
You asked for
with our removal, and then against control decks, we take a huge tempo swing with mind control tech and beat them with their own resource. So Counterspell doesn't help do that, because we just need time. Counterspell is better when you're ahead on board and you can capitalize off the tempo of it. I'll Doomsayer that. That's reasonable. Otherwise, this Primal Fin Totem could become a problem later. Ooh, high rolling? Look at that.
Was a mistake.
Yeah, that's a mistake, buddy. And now you want to have devolve for Acolyte of Pain.
Out of my jungle!
Bring the pain.
I'm gonna try and just capitalize off this taunt. Getting 2 off my Acolyte's fine enough. Especially with Arcane Intellect in hand. We should be able to remove his minions for the entire game, so I don't really need Medivh's Valet to pressure them. Double Blizzard, Meteor, Flame Strike is pretty good versus Shaman.
Avast me! I'm in charge now.
You might run Saucy Captain. I know I don't run Galactic Crawler, so prioritizing removing the Pirate makes more sense. And the Beast is Shaman doesn't have any Beast cards.
Why do you call?
I want to try and conserve freeze effects. So that's why I use Flame Strike instead of Blizzard. We're gonna try and Dirty Rat out the Doppelgangster.
I ain't talking.
That still works, it's a good target to hit. He doesn't have any pressure on board, and he can't double Bloodlust, so it's a good time to use the Alexstrasza. He still has to kill the 8/8, so it's pretty good. Even though we don't run Fireballs, so we don't have the burn to follow up killing him. It's not bad. It's mainly in here for self-healing.
Excuse me, you are on fire.
I guess I do want to draw. I was thinking about whether or not I wanted to actually draw at all, because fatigue's like a thing. But I should probably just draw. We could ping him to death, worst case, you know? Eventually our mind control tech should hit. Whenever he Doppelgangster evolves, we can mind control tech, take one of the 6 traps, and then freeze his board.
I wonder.
So I want to save the mind control tech for the Doppelgangster evolve turn.
You win this one.
Jaina versus Jaina.
You asked for it. Oh, it is on.
Doomsayer is really powerful if he's Secret Mage. And Primordial Glyph is pretty good to invest early on because we don't really do any offensive pushes, so our early tempo doesn't matter. And it's just a flexible use of 2 mana. Better than pinging, you know? Alright. I don't want to just get defeated by just Mana Worm, so I'm going to just drop this out there. Glyph into Frostbolt. Easy game. Easiest game of his life. Nope, he didn't get there. This way we can just activate Medivh's Valet on something if we need to. Deny Acolyte, draw, stuff like that. Second Mana Worm. It's from Glyph, so he still has to check for counterspell and stuff like that too.
Excuse
So it's
me,
pretty good.
You are on fire.
I wonder.
Doomsayer. Check for mirror entity. So he's playing a control-y mage deck with double mana worm.
Right away.
Job's done.
Dirty Rat timing is gonna need to be on point. Random spell. Other cards, not Arcanologist. So right now his hand is hot for Dirty Rat.
An incredible discovery.
He tested for all the secrets now. So he knows it's Spellbender, Vaporize, Ice Barrier, or Ice Block.
Excuse me, you are on fire.
An incredible discovery.
I want to try and get Barrier value and Vaporize value.
Job's done.
Also, playing a Secret's really good going into his turn 7 because it disincentivized the usage of Firelands Portal, which is probably in his deck. Does Barrier proc? I think it does, yeah.
And now, for my next trick. Excuse me, you are on fire.
Well, this is the highest value Blizzard's gonna get. I want to try and preserve this 3 armor very aggressively. Don't want to let any minions through. I want Doomsayer going into his turn 9, so we can catch Alex Strasza. If he preserves his board, we can get some mind control tech value.
Done.
If we don't draw Medivh soon, we're like definitely gonna lose. Because we don't run burn. So it's hard to kill him. That's good timing. We needed that like now.
A game? So kind of you to join me.
It's time for a little blood.
When Earth moves, empires
Excuse me,
fall.
you are on fire. I always win.
3, 6, 9, 10, 11. He's gonna freeze my board though.
Excuse me, you are on
We need to find Alex Strasza for the self-heal. Because he's trying to burn me without actually Alexing me. He did generate 11 though, so it's probably still possible, but we can make it really hard for him. If we can get an Alex Strasza self-heal in. And if he doesn't run Eater, you know, because Eater is also something that can screw us. This meteor positioning is god-awful.
glory to the Sindori.
Using burn on my minions, that's really good. It means he probably doesn't run Eater. Because if you run Eater, you probably just dome all face and try and draw. most likely doesn't have big spells, so he most likely doesn't have big board clears, because we would have just played those last turn with the ATS instead. So I don't think I need to play around Blizzard and Flame Strike and stuff right now. No. Well, trying 2 cards will help. Second Firelands board. Need big spells.
Let the pain speak to me.
We can push 5 and freeze, but then we get low ATS value.
Quake before the earth.
No follow burn. Not gonna make it.
Engaging TC-130 into dislocator.
He's got 12 burn left in his deck. And a Pyroblast.
An incredible discovery.
Barrier. Two meteors and a blizzard and a flame strike. So we have 4 cards that are good.
Bring the pain.
Best we got. Might need one more threat in this deck. Well, I'm just losing slowly right now. I think I'm probably supposed to just Alex him and hope he doesn't have Pyro into Fireball. It's too late now. I'm just screwed, man. Unless we can get him to start taking, like, 1 fatigue. Mage is a tough matchup for this deck without burn. Because you can't defend a Mage. Mage is, like, undefendable. Oh, he did that. That's awesome for me, because otherwise I was, like, having a really hard time trying to play this Alexstrasza.
Let the pain speak to me. The end is coming.
Okay, he has a fireball and a frostbolt. So if he draws fireball, frostbolt, he can kill me.
Me talk, me talk.
Draw ice block, man.
An incredible discovery.
Oh, he has ice block in his hand. So let's see. He has one fireball, one frostbolt. Fireball kills me exactly. Unless I go down to 6. And then frostbolt kills me exactly if I go down to 6, so there's no point hurting myself.
I will mourn your death.
I need to ping him again. I need him not to draw fireball and frostbolt, so one of those has to be his last card.
I wonder.
Is there any way I can win?
Time runs out on me.
I need him not to have fireball frostbolt, but he pings it, gets fireball frostbolt, and then kills me.
I'm almost out of cards.
Well, I need him. Yeah, there's just no way, huh? If I frostbolt myself first, he just frostbolts and wins. So I think I lose no matter what I do in this situation. Yeah, I just need to draw less cards throughout the game, obviously. But we got into a position that seemed unwinnable. What if I add Elise to this deck? I don't know if Elise is the right last threat. But one threat to help me beat Mage, help me live against them. Or either live against them or just be able to burn them out, I guess. Well, I want to win on board control. I could run Elise to help with that. I could run like Eater of Secrets to help my board control. Could just run Yogg and hope to get lucky versus mages. It's not crazy. Mages are very uncommon right now, actually. I'll just put in Elise. Elise is fun. People like Elise. Probably do not need 2 mind control decks. It seemed excessive.
Jaina versus Uther. I will fight with honor.
You asked for it.
Could also run Kabbalah Stone, try and do Kabbalah Stone chain things. I don't want to Acolyte of Pain. I want things to kill Murlocs.
An
3-card capped. Polymorph's so good versus Paladin. Troll Paladin. So we have to win in fatigue, so we don't want to draw any more cards. So I don't want to play this Arcanologist.
I found it first.
Gonna be a long game. We went first though, so that gives us a huge advantage for going towards fatigue.
Excuse me, you are on fire.
Goodbye, Storm. Firelands Portal's not bad. Oh, new lifesteal icon. Fancy. Baited.
Reporting for duty.
No reason to play anything.
Reporting for duty. The end is coming!
Still one secret left we have to get rid of. I don't want to use Frostbow. I don't think. I think I just want to set up a AoE clear because this dies as a true silver anyway.
Reporting for duty.
Now that he's committed that, I guess.
Put your faith in the light.
Reporting for duty.
We have a lease, so we're still winning in fatigue.
Reporting for duty.
I wonder.
I want to save as many big spells as I can for Medivh.
The end is coming!
Let me think. Let me think.
Move quickly.
Getaway code of Primordial Drake. Needs to play a card or overdraw.
For duty.
If it is getaway. Is this redemption? Neither. Interesting. Well, test for that. He's got no more buffs because both Spike Ridge have been used, so I don't need to freeze this. It's only 2.
Reporting for duty.
Do you like to play with fire?
That's too much power. Especially with Sunkeeper Tarim in his hand, probably. Discard coin for no value.
The menagerie is for guests only.
What to do?
Again, so kind of you to join me.
If he has Harrison, it's a bit awkward for him because he's got 10 cards in his hand.
My hand is too full.
Oh, there's Harrison.
By the holy
He's at
light.
8. We're at 10. And we can add one to our deck with the lease.
Follow the rules.
Reporting for duty.
I don't want to risk the Dirty Rat. Pull Light Lord or something crazy. He has another Doomsayer. Could pull that, but this play is strong enough. We're winning by a lot now. His Curator play was, like, huge for us. It's gonna give us a lot of advantage.
Out of my jungle! Ungoro belongs to the light.
He still has another Sunkeeper turn. We can play Archaeologist now.
An incredible discovery. I ain't talking.
You pay, I protect.
Play to test for pens. It's eye for an eye. It's only secret remaining.
Reporting for duty.
This jungle hides many secrets.
5 to 8.
Reporting for duty.
It's the last threat. Maybe one Primordial Drake left. Break this eye for an eye. Four to 7. Easy game.
I wonder. Reporting for duty.
I don't want to commit Alex Straza because he already needs to answer my board with removal. So I have no reason to develop anything. I don't want to draw. I don't want to put damage on this because he has another Consecrate and another Primordial Drake. And I don't want to use this Meteor because the Primordial Drake. But I do want to freeze this guy because True Silver Champion. If he plays Primordial Drake, I get a perfect Meteor. So he's setting up for Primordial Drake.
Reporting for duty.
Second Consecrate, still Drake left.
Reporting for duty.
Used both Kodos already. Should still heal now. He's got another Sunkeeper Terram. So we Sunkeeper Terrams this now, but if we don't heal now, then like it's gonna get awkward when he pushes next turn. If we try and set a Doomsayer, we get blown out by the Sunkeeper Terram. Because then he removes the Doomsayer, and then we have to Alex into a bunch of Sunkeeper Terram damage, and that's not happy.
Reporting for duty.
Ungoro belongs to the Titan.
So all he has left is Primordial Drake. Remaining cards in his hands: Equality, Aldor Peacekeeper, Primordial Drake, 2 of the cards. Acolyte of Pains, maybe.
I wonder.
Potentially a weapon.
Excuse me, you are on fire.
I want a Doomsayer. Then he has to Equality Drake the Doomsayer, and then our minions will stick.
Time runs out on me.
Otherwise, we get free fatigue damage. He probably has, oh yeah, he has Forbidden Healing too, yeah. So Equality, Elder Peacekeeper, Primordial Drake, and 1 other card.
Cards.
So he still has that combo.
Engaging TC-130 into dislocator. Whoa, legendary.
No elementals. Final card in deck is Arcane Intellect. So I prefer these cards compared to Arcane Intellect, so I'm going to intentionally mill this card.
Time runs out on me.
Follow the rules. Reporting for duty.
cards.
Excuse me, you are on fire.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Alright, so he takes 3 and then 4 and then 5. So 7 plus 5.
Who are you?
Yeah, so we don't need to commit more. No second primordial.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Well played. The victory is yours.
Troll! And that's why we didn't play Arcanologist, for all the people spamming in chat. Why am I not playing Arcanologist? I didn't want to draw the secret, because I wanted to do this over the next 35 turns. That game was like an hour long.
Jaina versus Malfurion.
I must protect the wild.
You asked for it.
My dude's fat, that's probably good enough. Never frostbolt this. Even if I didn't have this, only frostbolt vicious fledgling.
An incredible discovery.
Set up the medieval spell line. Otherwise, if we just frostbolt there, we won't have an answer if he plays vicious fledgling and we'll just lose. Because we could polymorph it, but we'll just be in a really bad spot.
I'm in charge now.
Alright. Well, we lose. That's a really good hand. What the fuck? Alright. Let's try and buy time to Blizzard. So now we definitely frostbolt because we're gonna freeze next turn
Excuse me, you are on fire.
and freeze the turn after. And hopefully clear the board. Has a ridiculous hand. Holy shit. Who draws this well? It's not a card that really does anything. One more AoE and we're good. He only has one buff card left in his entire deck, besides Roar. If we hit any of our AoEs, we're still fine. Flame Strike, Blizzard, Double Meteor, Frost Nova. No Roar, maybe? It's only 11. He only has 9, we have 10 life. He's one off. So he needs 2 Roars, 1 Power of the Wild, potentially 1 more swipe. Well, 1 card in his hand is a Flame Elemental, right? I don't know why he's not committing that.
I bring life and
Hopefully the other card's not Roar.
Job done.
As long as he doesn't get Roar. I guess Swipe or Druid of the Claw also get there. Another one off. Alright, one of my AoEs, come on. Okay.
Engaging TC-130 into dislocator.
I will mourn your death.
Excuse me, you are...
He's already used both Marshki Yashirachas, so there's no advantage to killing the beast. Unlucky. Alright, one of my 5 AoEs, please. 5 AoEs. I'm playing an AoE deck, and I can't get the AoE. I've run every AoE I can run. I literally cannot include more AoEs in my deck.
I ain't talking.
This jungle hides many secrets. I will mourn your death.
Who are you?
Time runs out on
Alive at 1.
Job done.
Not alive. I'm gonna draw AoE every turn for the next 10 turns. Double Flame Strike, double Blizzard, double Meteor. Mind Control tech. Can't get enough AoEs in the top 20 cards of my deck. Seven AoEs in bottom 10. And a Frost Nova. 8 AoEs. That's really, really unfortunate.
I must protect the wild.
You asked for it.
Sometimes draw RNG is a bitch. When you have the Frostbolt, feels good, man.
Avast, matey! I'm in charge now.
In case you had... Oh, but we have Frostbolt for a second. Is pinging better than developing Arcanologist? No, even if he buffs, like... Unless he has Mark the Lotus Hero power, then he can get a value trade, but he has to, like, double trade if he buffs still. But I was gonna say, we need to do this to beat second Vicious Fledgling, but we drew Frostbolt, so we don't need to do this, but...
I found it first.
This is the only minion we want Frostbolt. So we're gonna Frostbolt it.
I found it first.
Eight, 9, 10, 14.
This jungle hides many.
We can stabilize after he does 14. So we have the barrier. If he has double roar into swipe, then I'm gonna be a salty player. It's okay. We can beat double roar into swipe with the block. So we set up for double roar into swipe.
Aloof Neladar.
Good, good. GG. We have the AoE now. So we should be fine against everything. even Hydra because we have Meteor.
I concede.
Jaina versus Malfurion.
Aggro Druid again.
Protect the wild.
You asked for it.
Nova's good. It stalls one turn to get us towards the meteors and blizzards and stuff that win the game. Also, if we happen to find Doomsayer and we combo them together, we win the game.
Avast, matey! I'm in charge now.
An incredible discovery!
Bluegill Warrior. And trade! So generous of him. I want Frostbolt for Vicious Fledgling. I want to try and find AoE. We can Frostbolt something bigger. Or the Fledgling. They always buff first, then play Fledgling. So just always wait a turn. Take a little bit, take 3 extra damage, and sometimes you kill a Fledgling. It's worth it every time. Okay, the ping isn't that bad, actually. I don't want to risk the dirty rant yet. Alright, we just start setting up.
I ain't talking!
That's why the ping is good.
Engaging TC-130 into dislocator.
Even if he has another buff, we still Flame Strike and can ping here.
I concede.
Doomhammer.
You asked for it.
That's what we want to do. Nova Doom into Meteor. Should hopefully slow him down enough. If he has like a really aggressively placed Flame Tongue, we could run into trouble, but other than that, we should be fine. Ooh, aggressive. Nah, I kind of want to just Doomsayer since he coined. If he didn't coin, I wasn't going to Doomsayer. When he's throwing that coin around all willy-nilly, it's tempting. So now I'm just going to do it. I have a Raptor Patriarch in my deck, that's bad. We're gonna try that later, and we're gonna need something important. And we're gonna feel real sad. This is actually not a problem as it's not supporting anything. So I'll ignore it. Looks like we made it.
Side effects? No. Trust me.
$15. I don't think I mind the mini-me for 15 with the Bloodlust, right?
I wonder. Time runs out on you.
I don't know. Could be good for Frost Nova too. I just feel like it's too weak of a Blizzard right now. Just try and buy a little more time. Maybe get something else stuck in it. Because I don't want to get his response being Doppelgangster, Evolve, and blowing me out, you know? So I'm trying to exhaust him of resources. I want to make sure that I take care of those ASAP. So I'm not going to let him get too off of it. 19. Like, the Bloodlust isn't too bad on damage. This way we get the 4 healing.
Get 'em, boys.
Yeah. Now we don't get the 4 healing, but We have double blizzard now to shut this down, hopefully. My control tech's pretty bad on this board. Big money.
Engaging TC-130 into dislocator.
I guess I could have pinged there first to increase my odds. Whoops. Slight misplay, for sure. Wow, pull patches bloodlust.
I wonder.
Evolve. Sea Giant Bloodlust. Damn, that's powerful. Lose to second Jade Lightning now. There's not much we can do about that.
What to do? What to do?
This jungle hides many secrets.
Time runs out on me.
I mean, we gotta clear all this eventually. Not second Jade Lightning.
Galuth Neladar.
Alright. Snacking Alex back up.
Who are you?
A game? So kind of you to join me.
I'm ready.
Job done.
Cool. Thanks for helping me out.
I bring life and hope.
You win this
That's close. His evolve was really strong, but we were able to recover from it still. Messed up the MC tech turn though, forgot the ping.
Jaina versus Garrosh.
victory or death!
You asked for it. I think Glyph's okay. Early game removal. I'm a little afraid of Dirty Rat.
Fly, Polly! I'm in charge now.
An incredible discovery.
He kept all his cards, so we probably lose. You don't usually win when Pirate Warrior keeps all their cards, no matter what deck you're playing. We want to ping, deny upgrade related stuff. Or do we want to Doomsayer? Doomsayer is really good. Deny him from playing a minion.
Job done.
Without any Medivh's Valets in hand, I'd rather Glyph than play Ice Block. Try and find removal.
For the war chief!
More Korkron. Damn it, Korkron is so busted. Taunt. Low roll.
My blade be thirsty.
I wonder.
There's a lot of wasted damage.
My blade be thirsty.
Two is okay.
Trust the pirate's code.
This jungle hides many secrets.
Job's done.
Tempo.
X marks the spot.
I wonder. Aloof Neladar.
Engaging TC-130 into dislocator.
We can win the race, I think.
Blood and plunder. A game? So kind of you to join me.
I want to freeze his face. Because I don't want him to get 2 weapon charges, because these are 2 burn cards in his hand currently. So if he draws a weapon, he could win. I don't need that in my life.
Aloof Neladar.
2-turn lethal. Doesn't change our clock any. Extra 3/3 is not gonna make us kill him any faster. Now he's got like 2 burn cards. Yeah, so he can't win.
Watch your back. You asked for it.
Just need ways to kill gadgets in auctioneer. And then the giants, and then we're good. And sometimes questing. Most of the time questing nowadays, actually.
I'm in charge now.
An incredible discovery!
We hunger for vengeance.
Blood Mage Thanos.
Speak to me. The Brotherhood shall prevail. Bring the pain.
That probably costs 0, so we can activate Vile Spine Slayer if we try and Nova Doom now, even though he's used Backstab and Coin already. Unlucky. He played it. He probably cannot defeat Nova Doom. But I don't know if we need to Nova Doom this. It's kind of a weak board.
Bring the pain.
I was thinking about just laying out a Doomsayer, but I think I'll wait.
Give me a quest.
It's going in. Doomsayer's going up in value. Now he needs 1-drop Vile Spine Slayer with Swashbuckler, Patches, Hallucination, Backstab, Counterfeit Coin all gone already. Worst case, we can just Meteor it. We could actually just kill it right now, though. Yeah, there's no reason to waste Nova. I want to create time to play at least, though, so I am going to Doomsayer still. Mimic Pod, Mimic Pod. 2 Mimic Pods now. Oh man. That's gonna be a lot of value. We're trying to kill all of his threats with this deck because we don't run burn. So him generating 4 additional threats is gonna be tough. I want to 5-5 and play. Alright, Mimic Botted Coins. That's really good because that's a low value card. the Bilespine Slayer used.
The end is coming!
Draw last slow.
Job's done.
Did not hand track well enough, man.
To do. What to do? What to do? Time runs out on me.
Okay. Trying to get more value out of my AoEs.
I got the best deals anywhere.
Okay.
I ain't talking.
You'd be impressed.
Max value. We have one gadget, one Vile Spine left to beat. And whatever this makes. Another Swashbuckler too.
I ain't talking. I got the best deals anywhere.
Job's done.
Okay, both gadgets are gone. So he's gonna have a hard time getting into the last 8 cards. So he should be going real slow now. Which will give us plenty of time. In theory.
An incredible discovery.
Can I light your fire?
Might as well play around Eater's Secrets, yeah. Matchup improved, like win rate improved by 30% after adding delay. Wonderful.
Jaina versus Malfurion.
I must protect the wild.
You asked for it.
Acolyte's too slow. These are great if it's Jade, but we have to assume aggro. We're dead.
I'm in charge now.
This is turn 1. This stupid fucking game. Glyph into Nova and draw Doomsayer. Maybe that can work with Doomsayer enough.
Excuse me, you are on fire.
I want to kill Beast so you can't draw with Marky Ashraj.
An incredible discovery!
Alright, let's see if he's got the lethal. Doesn't look like it. No trades. Alright, this is gonna be the 4 damage we need to finish the Hydra after Flame Strike. Well, now we have Doom. It's better.
The end is coming!
to do? What to do?
This jungle hides
I think it's better
many-
to go with the Elise. We can draw with the Acolyte in a future turn and then play what we draw. And getting that body on board, we may not need to Flame Strike. It's development. Polymorph.
I wonder. A youth never dies.
Probably is, this is living mana. But we have a lot of AoE cards.
Let the pain speak to me.
Job's done.
Come on. Blizzards, Novas. Volcano.
Legendary.
We're dead.
I ain't talking. Engaging TC-130 into dislocator.
You win. Blizzard.
No blizzards. No meteors. No Nova. No second Arcanologist, no second Ice Block. No second Glyph. No Polymorph for the 6/7. No Meteor for the 6/7. 4 out, Swift on all of those. I think it's better to draw with Acolyte though than to play the Elise, so I think I messed up. This is still favored though from that position.
You asked for it.
We want to draw less than him. But we still want to draw. Mage is going to be a tough matchup. Unless he's the Secret Mage, then we'd be okay. Ah, we can't win. Our deck doesn't kill him, and his deck wins if you don't kill it really fast.
An incredible discovery.
Unless he's playing Giants, then we can Dirty Rat something. Well, either way, we can Dirty Rat something. So we have to Dirty Rat Archmage Antonitis or something like that.
The end is coming.
I want the minion.
I found it first.
Having Ice Block helps too.
Let the pain speak to me.
I want to try and deny his draw.
The end is coming.
If we can slow him down more, then we have more times to find our Elise pack that could actually kill him.
Mind if I roll need? TC-130.
Never gonna get mind control value in this matchup, so just getting it out there so I can play this in a secret next turn. We hit the 4% chance to draw our ice blocks. Now we don't get draw when we play this. We might as well play at least then. Random secrets, we use barrier to check for counterspell. Double random secret.
Who are you?
Aloof never
Potion of Polymorph, Mirror Entity, Ice Block, Spellbender. Secret from his deck, so it's not gonna be counterspell. So we can just let it rip.
Smooth and epic.
10 cards in hand. The Mirror Entity.
An incredible discovery.
Nope, so it's Spellbender.
Who are you?
Aloof Nevadar.
Job's done.
This is a really good card to have because we can, after he does his combo, we can heal up. He does his combo, which pops our block, and then we clear his combo and reblock, and then we Alex binding heal. He probably still has enough fireballs to kill us, though, is the problem, huh? We got Dirty Rat Tony. Or at least the other guy. If we Dirty Rat something. I want to start getting these weapon charges in as soon as possible. We have 17 damage.
I'm ready.
We can real pressure him with this.
Reporting for duty.
This can draw burn too. So you have 8, 12, 13. So we can pop. Because the secret is Spellbender Ice Block.
You wanna cast a spell? I wanna cast a spell.
I'm ready.
Reporting for duty.
Okay. He's got 2 more ice blocks. But we can ping every turn unless he Alexes himself. If he Alexes himself, that means he's playing Giants, which means we have a better chance of winning anyway. Hit all minions. So he's going to be able to do it next turn. We want to look for Dirty Rat. These all do nothing. Meteor might do something. Counterspell can help afterwards to stop fireballs.
Time runs out on me.
Counterspell could counterspell the spell that gets the quest. I think you still get it though. We can try and counterspell the quest if he doesn't get it and play it in the same turn. 2 to 3 blocks down.
Someday I'll be just
I mean, we should be able to pop him and play our second block and just win.
Someday I'll be just like you. Someday I'll be just like you. Someday I'll be just like you.
Unless he gets another block.
Like you.
I guess from the Kabbalist Tome. Feel pretty comfortable right now.
Checkmate. Well done.
The weapon's pretty good.
Jaina versus Jaina.
Different guy.
You asked for it. Oh, it is on.
Job's done.
30 red's pretty good versus mage. It's nice to have it. We obviously want it later, but you want it eventually. Sometimes they just drop Doomsayer and you just dirty rat.
Someday I'll be just like you.
Sorcerer's Apprentice. Weird. I have a feeling he's not going to play Doomsayer.
Job's
For
done.
mana efficiency. You can Arcanologist Frostbolt next turn.
We have many secrets.
An incredible discovery.
I'm just going to double Arcanologist.
An incredible discovery.
Job's done.
It's probably counterspell, so plays around it. interesting. Well, we know he has an ice block. There it is. Metabind means he's running Archmage, right? I want to save this glyph to be able to beat a counter spell and play one of my 6-drop spells.
I ain't talking.
Yogg's out of the way. Don't have to worry about that bullshit.
You want to cast a spell? I want to cast a spell.
Excuse me, you are on fire.
Okay.
Engaging TC-130 into
He
dislocate.
doesn't have counter spell. He's got 2 random cards and then 1 card left from his deck, and they're all probably burned. Judging from this guy's, we'll call it a playstyle.
You win this
Controlled. Silly aggro deck.
Jaina versus Malfurion.
I must protect the wild.
You asked for it.
Early game cards, please. Blizzard might be worth keeping. It's just so good.
Job's done.
Jade. Exhausting Jade Druid is tricky. This is what the mind control tech is for. So in the end game we need freezes and a mind control tech. We need to take something around 10-10 size.
This jungle hides many secrets.
Doomsayer removal going away, that's good. Getting a Doomsayer to go off is one of the ways we win too. It's 8 armor gone too. We don't really run burn, but it's still kind of relevant.
An incredible discovery.
Two rats and a Feral Ridge gone, man. You didn't even draw with that one. That's good for us. His hand is no 6 drops and nothing he can play? I have no idea what his hand could be. That's really odd. He still has the coins, the counter spell's not very good. He probably has 2 copies of Gadget in his hand. So I'm gonna try and polymorph a Gadget. Because he seems to be struggling with emptying his hand. Sounds like Gadget and a bunch of spells or something. The top deck's a 6. I guess he has 2 Primordial Drakes too. He's got like maybe an Innervade because he kept a card far left. Probably got Earthen Scales in his hand. Maybe even both copies. Second Feral Rage, that kind of garbage. Already cycling in. So he definitely has Gadget in his hand. That's why he's cycling in. They're not swiped though, because he would have used swipe on my minion instead of Feral Rage. Unless he didn't have enough mana. I wasn't paying. I don't remember that clearly. If he floated any mana or not. But he has the coin though, so he could have just coined out the swipe. But he might really want to save the coin. It's reasonable. But 4 pressure on board's a really good time to Alexstrasza. You don't get much better than that. Trades very favorably with his minion too. Oh, he runs Moonglade Portal. That's why he had so many dead cards in his hand. He's got a wacky deck list. Recently drew swipe. Being able to get to pack is difficult.
What to do? What to do? Time runs out on me.
Excuse me, you are on fire.
Maybe he doesn't have Gadget in hand. He's cut Gadget from Moonglade Portals. Something like that. We knew that was in his hand.
I got the best deals anywhere.
Weaker than Scales. Double weaker than Scales. These all do nothing.
Golems are a girl's best friend.
They're not big enough for MC Tech yet. Pull's nothing, that's good. Because we want to try and empty our hand right now.
An incredible discovery. Epic.
Job's done.
Second swipe, Doomsayer goes off every time now. Double swipe, double Wrath, one Feral Rage Cron. Eight eight's not big enough either. So we're gonna Doomsayer clear this, and then he's gonna reload, and then we have Dirty Red, so we can get a force clear later. If we could ever draw a Doomsayer.
What to do? What to do?
It's the best way to buy time. I don't want to use a freeze effect, I don't think. 15, 21,
What
26.
to do?
26 is a lot though.
Time runs out on me.
I think Primordial Drake can stall a turn or even charge Devil Source fine.
You are on fire.
Alright. We have another Blizzard and another Nova.
What to do? What to do?
Right away.
Job done.
It's got a
Your
silence.
magic shall not save you.
He still has Nourish left.
The end is coming!
Okay. Now this one goes off, and then we can set up the MC tech. We still have Dirty Rat. So it's gonna be real easy for him to extend into. It's got Jade Spirit still. Alright. Yield for 12. Man, we don't have enough pressure on board to make him actually have to do something. I need my Medivh.
Time runs out on me.
As long as he plays one. If he plays around MC Tech, he gets us. Oh man. He's gonna play around MC Tech. He's got the read. There's another gadget in his deck.
I ain't talking.
I guess he only runs one gadget. He has one card that's not a Jade Idol. Alright. Stopped playing around MC Tech for some reason. 75% to win the game.
Engaging TC-130 into dislocator.
No Frost Novas, no Blizzards left though. With meteors. One meteor, one polymorph.
I wonder. I'm almost out of cards. Time runs out on me.
Six is the life total we want it to be at.
I'm out of cards.
We're at how much left? 21? 20. Did I just throw this somehow? Alright, let's see. If he goes face for any groups of 2, so 11 plus 12 is 23. He has to pop us.
Time runs out on me.
12 plus 12 is 24. I can't do any of this math right now, I'm so tired.
A game.
But let's say he just can't get us at 1. And if he can't get us at 1, we have an out. Otherwise, every other way I'm looking at this, we lose.
I'm ready.
Almost out of cards.
I don't know why he shuffled. But we win now. We're in a good spot if he doesn't shuffle, but if he shuffles, like, how does he win? So now I do this, and then, because we set this one to 3, set up for the meteor positioning, and we just win now. Oh, come on!
Let me change your mind.
It might not be enough damage, because we got a 4-1 and he can kill it off now. We still lose. We only push 8.
Obey.
So if it's a 4-2, he's at 8, he can kill 1, then he goes down to 4. So we lose because we rolled 4-1. I don't know, we still would have lost either way because we died in fatigue like that. It's a tough matchup. There's definitely spots where we probably messed up. He had like Spellbreaker and everything, man. Oh man, worse than him again.
I must protect the wild.
You asked for it.
I need to find Medivh. Last time Medivh was in our like bottom 4, so we had a really hard time. We now know he runs Spellbreaker, which is gonna be a bummer. Spellbreaker is really strong. We're gonna win this one.
Let the pain speak to me.
Contest the Jades a little bit. You can get 2 draws without having to ping it. More efficient.
Bring the pain.
This jungle hides many.
5/5s are good minions. I'm gonna have to Frostbolt that just to get a card out of my hand, I think. I could Glyph and play Secret. We have some hand size issues, but these are good value cards.
What to do?
Made my Div early. That's so good.
I got the best deals anywhere.
I want to limit his development so I can drop my Div. So even though the Doomsayer is probably not going off, I'm still going to play it. Force him to have to Spellbreaker, Swipe, or Feral Rage.
The end is coming! Your magic shall not save you.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
A game? So kind of you to join me.
Ungoro belongs to the Titans.
An incredible discovery.
Alright. He's going to Yogg it, isn't he?
Golems are a girl's best friend. I bring life and hope.
For the makers.
I found it first.
He's going to have to play into Mind Control tag. Because my board's too big.
What to do?
Okay. Well. I guess he could have that. combination of cards.
Time waits for no one.
It's only, we got an Innervate out of the way and only 5 healer in this day, so that's good.
Get in the slammer.
Atish value is abysmal.
I wonder. Time runs out on me.
An incredible discovery.
Behold the rage of the Firelands.
Okay. Dirty red time.
I ain't talking. Engaging TC-130 into dislocator. I found it first. I found it first.
Time runs out on me.
Alright, now I can push this board. God damn it, these are all so bad.
Who are you?
Still has a wrath left. Draws every dawn. It's got one taunt left.
to do? What to do? What to do? What to do?
I mean, I need this minion to connect more. So I need him not to have a Jade card here.
Ready for this?
What to do? What
Two
to
Frost Novas in deck.
Time runs out on me.
Playing around Vaporize. If that's not Vaporize, then he pops me at a really weird life total. It's really peculiar. Alright, we need to get a Nova Doom combo. 2 Novas, 5 cards. It's unfortunate we didn't hit it yet. We can't get Nova off the Ungaro pack. But we can get it off that. He's already used a Spellbreaker.
Job's done.
He has 1 Wrath, 1 Feral Rage. If he gets them together, he can't pop me, which is kind of good, but we need this opening here to Ungaro back into some way to stay alive. Any tone will do. Well, we want to get full value.
Oh, legendary.
Nice to meet you.
What to do? What to do?
Do I care about the flame guys? I don't think I do. I just want to put the most stats in play, right?
Job's done.
Hits his 1 Wrath. GG, I love Hearthstone. Want to set this up?
What to do?
Adapt for offensive. I worry about him popping me too, because we can get taunt.
What to do?
How am I gonna not die? I get popped no matter what. Can't stop the face attack. I think he'll figure this one out.
You win this.
We gotta stop versing that guy. But yeah. That guy was on my friends list and then queued into me with the counter deck and then played around all my cards. So I removed him from my friends list. Great guy. Great guy.
None can escape my fury.
You asked for it.
Even played around MC Tech and stuff. Cards that no one is running except me. It's probably not worth it to have a 2-3 in play. He's just gonna kill it with like backstab dagger while developing something, so there's no point. If it dies for free, just helping him build a bigger Edwin and such, right? And later on it turns into a Frostbolt, which is really good against Rogue, because I'm just trying to kill all his minions. Every single one.
jungle hides many secrets.
Hallucinate mirror images. Just to empty cards out of his hand.
I got the best deals anywhere.
Quickly!
Good turn 5.
I wonder.
Seems like a good enough time to the Doomsayer. It's not before Medivh, but it's not bad.
Think.
I'm in charge now. I knew it!
What to do? What to do?
I think I'm okay getting a small pack. 4-card pack.
I love omelets.
Cards in my deck are more valuable. I don't want to mill something. I don't want to waste a Frost Nova or a Polymorph on a target that's not designated for that. Frogbound just subscribed. Welcome to the Batcave team thing, man. Appreciate the support.
I wonder.
Brotherhood shelter fame.
All right.
Reporting for duty.
Excuse me, you are on fire.
Trying to set up my AoEs better. Trying to preserve these for the giants.
I wonder.
Ha 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 ha! Let's dance!
Quickly!
Engaging TC-130 into dislocator.
GG!
Think.
Ha, this guy's toast.
An incredible discovery.
Job's done.
Ha 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 ha! Let's dance!
So many wonderful poisons.
Intense.
You are shivering.
think. Swiftly.
There's a gadgets and auctioneer left. Yeah, that's about it. He cannot win, but he is still here.
I got the best deals anywhere.
What are you drawn to, man? This isn't smart.
I'm almost out of cards.
Give me a quest.
Swiftly. I wonder. Smart moves. I concede.
Exhausted of resources. All right.
Jaina versus Uther.
My name is Name
Fight with honor.
You asked.
Paladin. Removal, freeze everything. Perfect. Firebat, where do you live? I live on the moon. You didn't get the invite to the moon colony? Bummer, dude. Murlocs? Or are we ready for the hour-long, fatiguing control paladin action? Woo! Now, the key is not to draw cards. And the other key is Polymorph Tyrion. Other than that, you're good.
For duty.
Spikeridge Steed's a card as well, but it's not a big deal. Whoa. Dragon Paladin.
Reporting for duty.
Excuse me, you are on fire.
No Spikeridge, please. Damn it. It's okay. It's only a 3/5.
Reporting for duty.
Okay. Kodo not activating on a Doomsayer. That's a good moment. It's aggressively trying to pressure. Darkness Child just subscribed. Welcome back, Cave Team Thing, man. Appreciate the support.
Let me think. I wonder.
Dino says. Just happened.
Out of my jungle!
Reporting duty.
Top
A
deck.
game? So kind of you to join me.
Harrison Jones draws 3. We win in fatigue.
Put your faith in the light. Reporting for duty. Feel the power of the winds. I always win.
Patience. Value. Yada yada.
Let me think.
Follow the rules. Reporting for duty.
Value achieved.
I always win.
Hey, you can take it.
The menagerie is for
There's the card draw. Woo! You have fun later on in the game with those cards.
I've done it.
the menagerie is for guests only.
You are not prepared.
Always win.
Fight!
Quality primordial drink. Probably shouldn't have done that. This was gonna happen.
This jungle hides many secrets.
It's 4 cards deeper. So he doesn't respect Flame Strike at all. One costing card. Secret?
Reporting for duty.
Excuse me, you are on fire.
Aluth Nevadar.
Deck is chock full of value, man. This is gonna be tight. Primordial.
Reporting for duty.
There's still a Tyrion left. Shit. We're in trouble. Play more. More.
Reporting for duty.
I'm gonna draw one. I don't want to draw two. But I gotta play this.
Incredible discovery.
Reporting for duty.
Come on, 4-8.
Engaging TC-130 into this
Hell yeah.
By the holy light.
Woo!
golden legendary.
Let's fucking go. 3 life. Double consecrate. Firebat here. Winning in fatigue. Dying on the board.
Reporting for duty. The end is coming! Let the pain speak to me.
Alright. Not Hammer Wrath, not Hammer Wrath. 6, it's Holy Wrath. It's gonna be Avenging Wrath, I mean. Okay. I really need to find Alexstrasza, or I'm gonna lose. Sometimes. No, don't screw me.
Reporting for duty.
Okay.
Follow the rules. Reporting for duty.
Doomsayer goes off now.
What to do? What to
The end is coming!
Not true silver. Fuck. Alex.
Reporting for duty.
All right.
I bring life and hope.
I'm almost out of cards.
Let me think.
The end is coming! Reporting for duty.
Your death.
I'm out of cards.
Double Ivory Knight. Double Twilight Drake. Dino Size. The greediest paladin deck I have ever faced in my entire life. And of course, continues to be greedy. With Atiash.
For duty.
Does he even run Tyrion?
I will mourn your death.
duty.
Almost out of cards. I wonder.
I ain't talking.
Time runs out on me.
Eye for an eye. Okay.
Do you know the secret handshake?
Reporting for duty.
Taking 7 from fatigue. 3 and then 4. And then we have 14, 15. So, assuming no heal, we have lethal.
I'm out of cards.
We're taking 1.
Justice demands retribution.
If he can beat this 2-3, I guess.
Me talk, me talk.
Time runs out on me.
So, he pops us at 3 though, and then we fatigue for 1. Okay. That's fine.
Demands
It's not fine. We're dead. Then we take 2 and die. And we're supposed to take Firelance Portal. Can't do Firelance Portal in the same turn to kill him. I think it's uncommon that people play Medivh Dynasize, double Primordial Drake, double Spikeridge Steed, double Ivory Knight, double Twilight Drake, Paladin. So I think our deck is greedy enough versus most decks, but you know, sometimes people play 30 extra threats in their deck. Anyway, I've been streaming for too long. I will be back later. Tomorrow I am flying to California. I'm going to be at the Fireside Gathering there for the launch of the new expansion. I'm going to be doing a Red Bull event there, as well as doing Omni Stone from Frodan's house. So look forward to all of that coming tomorrow. Thanks everybody for tuning in. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day.